the late 1700s. In the glittering halls of Versailles, nobles sip wine worth more than a peasant's yearly wages. But just miles away, families are boiling grass to survive. France is a ticking time bomb, and in 1789 it exploded. This is not just the story of kings and revolts. It's a tale of secrets, betrayal, and the extraordinary power of ordinary people. You've heard that the French Revolution began because of hunger. But did you know the final spark came from a loaf of bread? In 1788, France's harsh winter froze crops, and bread prices skyrocketed. For most families, bread made up 80% of their diet. As riots broke out, rumors spread that Queen Marie Antoinette said, "Let them eat cake." But here's the twist: she never said it. It was a propaganda lie to fuel the rage against her. When the commoners declared themselves the National Assembly, the revolution truly began. But it wasn't just political, it was deeply personal. Take the storming of the Bastille on July 14th, 1789. People believed the prison held tortured political prisoners. In reality, only 7 inmates were inside. Forgers, 2 madmen, and a noble accused of perversion. Yet, the Bastille's fall became a symbol of tearing down tyranny. And then came the women. Thousands of them marched 12 miles to Versailles, demanding bread and justice. Armed with knives and muskets, they stormed the palace, nearly capturing Marie Antoinette. Here's a detail rarely told. One of the leaders was a fishmonger who used her strength from hauling fish to wield a spear like a warrior. These women didn't just demand food, they forced the king to move to Paris, where he would be under their watch. By 1793, the revolution turned dark. The guillotine, known as the national razor, became the ultimate symbol of justice or terror. Over 16,000 people lost their heads, including King Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette. But here's the eerie part. The executioner, Charles-Henri Sanson, documented every detail. He later revealed that some condemned, like Marie Antoinette, showed remarkable calm and dignity in their final moments. The man behind the reign of terror, Robespierre, met the same fate he inflicted on others. As paranoia gripped the nation, even he wasn't safe. His jaw was shattered during his arrest, and he was executed the next day. Irony? He had once outlawed torture, but suffered immense pain before his death. And while the revolution ended in chaos, it gave rise to a leader who promised order, Napoleon Bonaparte. Here's a lesser-known fact. Napoleon wasn't French by birth. He was born on Corsica, an island annexed by France just before his birth. This outsider would go on to crown himself Emperor of France, proving that the revolution's spirit of ambition was alive, if not exactly democratic. The French Revolution was more than a revolt. It was a reckoning. It taught the world that even the most powerful can fall, and that change, though messy and painful, is inevitable. But here's a question. If you were alive in 1789, would you have joined the fight or stayed silent? Let us know in the comments below.